What's up, party people? In this video, I am introducing the new EDDM Drop Pro software. It is 100% free. You guys know that. So there's no cost to the software. You can use it as much as you want at no cost. It's easy to sign up. This is replacing, or it's meant to replace, the EDDM Drop Pro software, the first version that a lot of you are using. And that this channel was based upon. Okay, so we're gonna cover a lot of stuff in this video today. The main purpose of this video is to demo and show you the new software and why I made some improvements. Now, I'm not Apple over here, so I'm not like a master at demoing software, even though I did used to work for Apple and I did used to demo software and hardware. But anyway, this is I built this. I built this for you guys. I built this for the community, and just want to talk through the reasons on why I was gonna upgrade the current version that a lot of you are using, which is this version. This is the version that a lot of you guys are using or have seen me make videos on. This is a complete different version. There's a lot of improvements. And I just want to talk through that so you understand why, and then going forward. Now, I have mentioned that I'm sunsetting the EDDM Drop Pro software, and I'm going to be more promoting our Go High Level stuff, but I am not sunsetting the software, okay? I still believe Go High Level is the next evolution. What I'm doing now is I'm making the EDDM software a part of what I'm calling a triad, okay? And I'm gonna explain that triad once we get into the software. Let me write that down because I'll forget. You know how many times I watch a video back and it's like, oh yeah, I mentioned that I was gonna say something about that, and then I never said anything about it. There's a pen, there's a working pen. I'm on a desk full of pens that don't work. I'm gonna draw a picture of the triad just so I remember. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to the triad that I'm building for you guys, and to help you guys and make sure that the community is successful. And then I'm gonna reinstate my mission and vision for this channel and for everything we're doing. But you're here for the software. The thumbnail probably brought you here for the software. A lot of you guys that are using the old software, like, okay, you made new software. What does that mean for me? Some of you guys that are new are like, okay, well, I didn't even know there was old software, and I didn't even know you were sunsetting it. We're gonna clear everything up in this video, okay? So the first thing I want to say about the old software is it was built because I stumbled upon the 9x12 method because I already was adjacent to that world. So a quick 30-second backstory. My main company that I own and operate and make, this is how I make my living, it's called The Giant Maker, and we are a marketing company, okay? Now, I've been in marketing professionally for the past 12 years. Self-employed, running marketing companies, doing marketing activities for small businesses. A lot of these businesses that the 9x12 method is meant to capture and get them on the cards, I have been doing marketing services for these businesses, these Main Street businesses, these local businesses, these mom and pops, these restaurants and insurance companies and mortgage companies and all these different companies. I have been doing work with these companies for the past 12 years. And then before that, when I worked at Apple, I was a sales red zone expert at Apple for 2 years. I was on the business team, okay, at Apple. And a lot of you guys don't know that Apple has a business team. Like, they're a total different team that work with the businesses in the area because there's different needs that businesses need than like a consumer. I was on the business team and I was working with these same small local businesses. Okay, so I have been working with local businesses in a marketing capacity for, let's just say, professionally 14 years. Okay, and I've done printing. I had a printing company. I've done a direct mail. I just everything that you would do for a business marketing wise, I've done. Okay, so when I discovered the the 9 by 12 method, I was like, this is already like I already understand how these businesses think. I've already tried to sell these businesses all types of products and services and things like that. So it just made sense to me. I understand the the print world as well, very well, because I've messed up tons of print orders over my years early on. So I understand bleeds, and then my background is graphic design. So like how I even got into marketing is from a graphic design standpoint. That's what I was for most of my life, as a graphic designer, going all the way back to like high school when I was in commercial art class and things like that. So naturally, the 9 by 12 method made sense to me, right? But I'm a very visual person, and it was really hard trying to think through managing like 9 by 12 campaigns. I also think big. So I was like, I'm going to be managing multiple campaigns. So what I ended up doing is partnering with people to really go out and kind of do a lot of the canvassing. And then I was going to be like at the headquarters, and I was basically going to be managing all the logistics and all the sending out emails and all these different things that we were going to build out. Okay. So then I started building the software for myself. And when you build something for yourself, that's a great place to start. Okay. Is building something for yourself, because you start to see all the problems as you're trying to go down a journey. You start uncovering problems. So I was like, look, let me build this software real quick. So I built it. I was like, this is actually really good. So then I said, you know what? There's probably other 9 by 12 people. And when I say 9 by 12, I'm talking about anybody who's using EDM. You might be using different dimensions. You might be doing, like a 6 by 11 or something different, right? It doesn't matter. Okay. I said other people might want to use this too. I was watching a lot of 9 by 12 videos, and the community's like, watch me cold call and watch me do this. And they're using like Apple Notes, and they're using like spreadsheets and stuff to manage their campaigns. I was like, there has to be a better way. So I built this. Okay. Now, when you build something, I was trying to get it up really quick. I built it to serve a purpose. Okay. And you'll see we have a roadmap that I'm going to address. This roadmap. Okay. Because there's somebody who sent me an email about this roadmap, which is one of the things that kicked off this new thing. So I don't want to say this person's name, but somebody recently sent me an email and said, hey, I've been checking the roadmap and I haven't seen the changes. What's up with the changes? Like, really in a nice way, honestly. I was like, you actually could have been madder than that. But I respect how nice they were about questioning me, okay? So I built this, and my goal was to say, okay, if I'm building something to be like, kind of like your note taker, or just capturing things in real time, but it's actually feels like you're running a campaign. It has to be mobile responsive. This is not mobile responsive. It's partially mobile responsive, but it's the way I built it. It's like, so I had to like go back and overhaul all these different things. There's so many bloated features in here. Like when you look at this, a lot of these features actually exist. Light and dark mode exist, but it's janky. The community marketplace, sales marketing playbook, curated resource hub, the Reddit style forum, these things actually do exist in the software, but they're so jankily built that they're like, I had to like strip them out. When I mean strip them out, the code is still there, but you can't access them if you're using the software. Okay. So I just was like, man, I kind of didn't know where I was going with this. Like I had all these ideas for all these different ways that you can use this, and just it's like the code, it's like the foundation that I'm building on was janky. Okay. So I rebuilt it. Okay. And I used some of the same old system, but I basically started from scratch and I rebuilt it, because now that I'm deeper in this world, and now that I've been having more conversations with you guys, because over the past like 2 days, and this is why I'm rushing to get this video out, over 100 new people signed up for this software. Okay. Which to me is kind of exciting, but also there's a problem that I created, because this software is not the software I want you on. This is the software you want to be on, which I'm going to show you. Okay. So we're going to log in. I'm going to create an account. We're going to log in together. Actually, I'm not going to create an account. I'm just going to log into an account that I already have, just so I can get into the demo. This is mobile responsive from day one. So this is why I have my iPhone mirrored on the screen. One of the things I like to do is I like to go, you could do this on Android or iPhone. I go to the share option and then I save it as a desktop app, and it'll be the little icon on your phone. You click it, it opens up like an app. That's what I suggest doing. But we're gonna kind of go back and forth. Let me log in really quick. Okay. So now we have a different menu system. So you'll see over here, the menu's on the left. Over here, the menu is just in the middle. It takes you to a menu. Okay, we have light and dark mode. Okay, so you can do, if you're a light mode person, you can have it on light mode. I'm a dark mode person, especially if I'm doing things at night, for sure. I'm a dark mode person, so that exists. This is gonna grow. So these menu items, we're gonna start to grow the features from this menu. So this is a modular system that I had to build that I think is a lot better, and then it takes you into that world. Before we go into the campaigns and all that stuff, we're gonna go, this is now how we handle switching from workspace. So you can create a new workspace from here. So you might have a new area you wanna manage, just a new place. You can have as many workspaces as you want, and then you can just toggle them from this drop down. And then when you go into a new workspace, it doesn't share any of the same information at all. Okay, different reminders, different contacts, different campaigns. Okay, over here we have templates and regions. And I'm gonna get into templates and regions. We moved templates and regions into the campaign page. So we have manage templates, manage regions, because they are connected to a campaign. A template over here is like its own page. It didn't need it. Okay, so that's essentially a change. So we have manage templates, which is super straightforward. I'm gonna make a new template and show you how it works. I'll make a new region, show you how it works. Okay, we're just doing a quick tour real quick. Let's go back. So now we have contacts, and there's only one contact in here, and it's me. Just a simple contact page. I realized that this is not a full-fledged CRM, but it's enough to let you know these are like test campaign. These are like the actual slots that this person is either on or is gonna be on. You'll see that it shows you the campaign status is live, so it's not dropped yet. So you know that you haven't realized this money. And up here it says realized money is 0. This person is potentially on the hook for $1,600 because of the slots. Obviously, it's only one. I only have one contact, so I'm adding them to multiple campaigns as I'm testing. But you would have they would just be on one slot on a postcard, right? But you would have this across multiple different contacts, and then you would come in and say, hey, this tire shop, he's been on like four campaigns. Let's reach out to him. But I will say this, I think that's a big problem that a lot of people are having, is that every one of these customers like the back of your hand, because it feels like there's not enough of them. Actually, let me log in over here too. Let me sign in over here. Come on, baby. Make it easy for me. I don't get none of my little helpers because it's on my phone. Okay. That's the wrong. Forgot one. There we go. Nope. So, like I said, mobile responsive. It looks beautiful on a phone. Campaigns look beautiful on a phone. You can still see everything. Got your statistics still. I had to hide them because if I go back, I know I was talking about contacts, but I got sidetracked. Welcome to my world. If I go to campaigns, you see we have these kind of like your numbers at the top. I couldn't have it on the phone because it pushed this 6 boxes. It pushed the information down too far. So you hit the little statistic button and it just shows you your stats for all campaigns. So that's all your live campaigns, which is good to know at a glance. This little plus button right here is how you create a new campaign. It's the same color as this new campaign button over here. So I changed some things on this. We're gonna get into all of this. I'm gonna click on all this stuff, but you can see that it looks different. Okay, if I go to campaigns, this didn't look bad, but there was just unused space that I thought was visually. Remember, I wanted to make something visual. I wanted to make something that made closing campaigns fun. I wanted to gamify it, right? I wanted you to make money and be able to visually see where you are on the road to making money as you close campaigns. There's no reason not to use the software. It's 100% free. Like, there's not even a catch. Like, there's no freemium model. Okay? There's no like paid version of it that I'm trying to upgrade you to. It's just free. Okay? There is something that you probably noticed that I will get into, and it's a shop, but this is just for like templates and things I'm gonna create that they take time. I want to sell them, but I'm actually calling this shop 6 and below. Okay, like five below, like 6 below, because everything in here is gonna be $6 or below, like the dollar store. Like I'm not trying to. I see all these templates being created by all these different people. I have somebody who signed up for the software, and if you're watching this video, you know who you are. They sent me an email asking me about, do I have ads, like actual ads that you put on the templates? And my background is graphic design. I was like, why not? So I got this ads pack that I'm working on that will be done before the new year. It's going to be 50 ads that I'm creating, and they're modular. So a lot of them, like this sushi one, is created from this one. Now you can see it's like not fully finished because I just duplicate this, and then I go through and I change the font, and I change the order, and I change the colors, and I do a lot of different stuff. Same thing with this ad and this ad. This one is not done. None of these are done. These are like, I'm at like 80% on these, right? I'm going to go back through and do like a polish over them. But you'll see I created certain ads from a certain ads, and then I'll change the stuff. But this is a modular system, meaning that every ad has specific pieces that you can use from other parts, but they all follow the same framework. I know I'm all over the place, guys, but I'm demoing a lot. This all goes together with the software, because the only way you get access to my shop is by signing up for the software, which is free. So it's just, even if you don't want to use the software, if you want to start to purchase these ad packs at a high discount, like $6, you have to sign up for the software. That's how you get access to the store. It's not a public store. So what I was saying is, everything has business name. It has some sort of like authority. You'll see a lot of these badges in different ways. There's the deal. There's whatever the call to action is. That thing is bigger. So we have a website and address. But whatever it is, every ad has the same elements on it, just in different ways. So you'll see how like this one is, this like $10 off was pulled from this up here, and just changed it. So I'm creating these like elements, like this bottom part, this like footer is like, they're all the same type of footer, right? So even when you get this ad pack, it's in Canva. So you can duplicate it, change colors. So this is like, do you want this to be about lawn care, or do you want it to be about daycare? Do you want it to be about concrete? Do you want it to be about whatever? Just change the image in the background. Change the colors to the brand's colors, right? Add the logo. Change the font. Now you have a total different ad, right? So this dentist one is built off this one, right? So I'm going to make this coffee shop one. You're going to see I'm going to transform this coffee shop one into a whole nother company, right? This is like happy hour at a bar. This one is that same happy hour at a bar, but now it's showing the different features from a, skincare type company. This one has a QR code. These are obviously, I duplicate them because that lets me know I got to go through and revamp it to something different. This is just a different color. This is to show you that, like, here's a dark version, here's a light version. This one right here was made from this. Okay, I just centered the font, new font, changed. So you have this top title, then you have like this, like what the company is. I did the same thing, top title, what the company is, just different fonts. This had 3 images right here. I just moved these up. So I moved these up, pulled it down, got rid of the little dotted lines, and then this call to action, this thing right here, free cookies or cupcake with any purchase, I put under it. So you see that, like, this right here is like, there's a set of things you get, and here's the call to action, and here's, so you see, like, it's the same layouts. I'm just making all these different versions. So what I'm gonna do, okay, and I'm gonna get back to the software, because I love just things logging you out because you didn't do nothing in a while. Like, just stay logged in. I don't need you to remind me that, like, so you weren't using it, so I logged you. Anyway, so I'm gonna make a ton of these. So the first pack, so the ads pack 1, okay, is gonna probably have 50 ads in it. And then I'm also going to have templates, the actual postcard template. So I'm gonna have multiple templates, and there's gonna be a premium version of the ads as well. So the premium version is basically double the ad space. So some of the templates will have like a double, and then these are like, I'm just calling these fulls, and then you'll have a double. So between these, and then I'm gonna also make this for the community card as popular, which is a smaller size. So we'll resize all these. And a lot of you guys know that Canva resizing, if you have Canva Pro, which is only $15 a month, you absolutely need Canva Pro, in my opinion, if you're going to be making ads for people. I don't think you have to get anybody to design for you. I think you could keep that. I think the 2026 ads should come with the deal. You shouldn't be charging extra for ads. I just think it's too competitive out here. And I think that you should be doing them yourself or have somebody do them for you. And this is the answer. It's buying these assets and then using Canva to resize it for whatever size you want. So if you say you would buy this for me and I didn't change anything, you literally can come and resize the ad to like these. So these are like 2.69 times 3.38 inches. I mean, by 3, that's what this size is. But you could resize any of these yourself. You can literally turn this into anything. Then you could change all the colors and say, hey, instead of hamburgers, I'm gonna do steaks or pizzas or whatever. Like, you could create your own ads from this. That's like the whole point. That's the point of this, is like to get you 90% of the way there. And then you just say, hey, I'm just gonna follow the design theme, change the font. Once I throw their logo on there, change their colors, change the image, it's a total different ad, right? So this is what I'm selling. This is what I'm gonna start selling for $6. And I'm just gonna do every week or every couple of weeks, I'm gonna have a new ad pack. So that way, after a couple of months, you guys will just have almost virtually free ad packs that you can just always have access to through Canva, so that you can put these in your library and have these yourself. So this is another reason why I made the software, new software, because I wanted to add this shop, okay? So once you're in here, I'm not gonna click on shop because the shop, I don't have anything in the shop yet, so there's nothing to show you, but it works. By the time you sign up, so by the time this video comes out, the shop will be there. You'll go explore it yourself. This is how you'll buy the ad pack, okay? So, all right, guys, Future Demetrius here. Just want to quickly insert this into the video. I do have the shop page up. I have created some of the assets. I'm wrapping up the designs now. It is not $6. I've decided on a price of $7, mainly because this is in line with our Giant Maker products that we have at the Giant Maker. We typically end everything in $7, so it felt weird. So it's $7. That's the limit in which that these individual packs will cost. And my goal is just to put a lot of value into the actual designs, so that it's worth $7, right? And I want to make it where you can get the different packs. So it's affordable, but you're adding to your library of ads, all made in Canva, have all the details in here. And if we go down, we'll foreshadow something. So one-time purchase of this ad pack. I am launching, just for a limited time, a $57 template club. So one-time payment of $57, not monthly, not yearly, just one time. And you'll get every ad pack, every template that I ever make forever. It 100% will be worth it, even if I only come out with 4 or 5 ad packs. But why would I do that? That doesn't make any business sense. As I'm capturing the community, I would rather have a low ticket item to help you guys become successful. So just wanted to show you, and it looks good in dark mode too. I'm a dark mode fiend. I love dark mode. So yeah, now back to the video. Peace. Then I have training that I wanted to show you guys. Training, let me get back to the contact. So this is the one training that I put on YouTube. I believe this is the training that led to me getting 100 new signups in the past 2 days, because this training was out. I posted this on here the 27th, but I put this out the day before Christmas. So if you go to a training, you can watch the video. There's whatever the core idea is, and then whatever resources that I'm giving away for free. So for example, I'm always going to give away my slide presentation. You can just download it here, and then it just download it to my computer just like that. And I'll have it PDF on my computer. So, and I'll have multiple things. Some of them will be audio only. So there'll be like an audio player so that you can listen to. And this all works on your phone. And also too, the audio player, which I don't have one in here that's audio, but it'll pop to the bottom and you can navigate the app while it plays the audio, the training. So it's great for if you want to listen to some training while you manage postcards. So my goal is to add trainings in here. They're not always going to be videos. Sometimes it's just a PDF and an audio, because I want you guys to have some sort of framework or some sort of something. My goal is just to load this up with all the trainings that you need. You guys request things you're having problems with. I will add it in here. It's all free. All education and training stuff is free. And this is one of the disconnects, I think, in entrepreneurship is the people with the best knowledge and the most wisdom are the ones that are going to win. So people who don't have time to learn, don't want to get new information, you're just going to always put up videos on YouTube about how the 9x12 method is impossible, or there's a dark side to the 9x12 method. Okay. The dark side is just not knowing what to do. Okay. My mission is to remove that. I want to introduce more people to the 9x12 method. There's this myth that if somebody's in my town doing the 9x12 method, that means I can't do it. Do you not know how many businesses in a town, how many businesses are marketing? Think about this. Think about a restaurant and think about the people that own the restaurant. They have multiple employees a lot of times. These employees work there, get a paycheck. These employees are sending their kids to college and paying a mortgage or rent, paying a car payment. They need customers in order to make enough money to sustain everything. You're telling me that one 9x12er in your city is supplying them with all their marketing and advertising needs? You're telling me that one guy or one girl, one lady, one woman, one man is walking around knocking, doing door-to-door, cold calling, sending out emails, and that person has the whole entire town on lock? When there's multiple police officers that have to serve a town, okay? There's multiple restaurants, multiple chiropractors, there's multiple everything. Sometimes some cities have multiple fire stations. That there's not one police officer that's like, oh yeah, I'm the police officer for this town. We only have one. We don't need any more police officers, okay? So there's a myth, all right? There's enough money for everyone. Every town can have multiple 9x12 people, okay? If businesses were smart, they would jump on multiple 9x12 or community cards in general. This is but the problem is that we don't educate business owners. So that's what the training's for, is to give you guys the tools and resources to be able to educate businesses, so businesses are now transformed and they have a new marketing mind and they want to promote. You guys just, they're saying no to you and you're like, dang. No, they're saying no because they don't see the value in it. We need to let them see the value. Okay, let me get off my soapbox. Let's get into the actual. I think I was on contacts. I just want to finish up. So, because it's going to help us segue to reminders. So, contacts, self-explanatory. You can add contacts. You can edit contacts. Down here at the bottom, we have reminders. So, you can add a reminder, right? And it's automatically going to be linked to that contact. And then what campaign? Here's all my little fake campaigns. Summer drop. So, I can add this reminder for this campaign. And you'll see down here, I'm the only contact in here. So, Demetrius Reed is a contact. So it has a badge, and then what campaign is it for? Sometimes it's not for anything. If it's not for anything, if it's not for a campaign or it's not for a person, we can just create reminders that are just whatever. And you can still add a campaign or a contact, but it could just be a reminder just to do something, okay? Very simple, just a list. Then you have your completed, you have your all. When you've done a reminder, you click this, it'll go away, goes to completed. You want to bring it back, click it again, and now it's back, okay? And this one's probably like past due because it was the day before Christmas or whatever. So that is essentially, and there's always badges and stuff that tell you stuff. That's like the whole point of this. I'm working closely to get that even better. For me, this is about visual things that tell you things visually so that you don't always have to manage everything. So now let's get into like the actual, I went through the training, went to the shop, reminders, contacts. Let's get into actual campaign business, okay? So highly visual, looks really good on light mode too. I'm going to explain this. Let's stay in light mode for a little bit because I have dark mode over here. The way this works is it shows you all your live campaigns. We're going to actually create a new campaign and we're going to do stuff from scratch. But you see how like this one only has 4 slots. So it shows 4 slots. This one has 16. This one has 16. And basically it's just really depends on what's inside the slots that kind of like show off couple little things. I'm going to go through all that, but let's first create a new campaign. So let's just say we want to launch a new region. I already know I have downtown. I'll just put downtown Redlands. And this region this could be like the region of businesses you're targeting, right? Or this can be the region of the household you're targeting. It's totally up to you. So downtown Redlands, obviously, I'm more saying it like there's businesses that are downtown. I think because they're all downtown, I would like to put those same businesses on one card. So when we send them out, my pitch to the business owners and kind of the secret pitch to the person that's receiving the card is like, hey, all these businesses are close to each other. So like if you're downtown, like they're all here, right? So that's kind of like what I'm saying, but it doesn't matter. Then you could add zip codes, or you don't have to. So I'm gonna just add some zip codes that this one services, and you might have a need for this, you might not. Okay, we're gonna create this. So now we have this downtown Redlands. I know we have one down here, but we have this downtown Redlands. Okay, so now let's go create a new template. We're gonna do the big boy card, right? So I'm just gonna say big boy. And what I'm gonna do on this card is this is gonna be 9x12, and then I'm gonna this is if you want to put like the URL of like an image URL. I'll eventually do image upload, but I don't know how much people are gonna use this, and uploading a lot of images, it does cost me money. It's not a big deal, but it's one of those features that's like, man, it'll be added later, right? So this is just so you visually know what the card template looks like, because this is meant to be saved as different templates, right? So that you could just quickly create a campaign from these templates. So let's add some slots, okay? So I'm gonna do a double slot. So a double slot is technically 4 full slots. So I'm going to have 2 of these, and I don't know, maybe these are going to be like $500. Okay, and this is tier this is tier 1, and this is going to make sense in a second. There's like a little tier weight tooltip that popped up. Okay, so basically, number 1 means that it's a higher price point. The system needs to know, is this a premium? Like, what hierarchy is this in value? Okay, it's going to make sense in a second because I built something specifically that uses this. Okay, so we have that, and then so since that's 4 slots technically, right? Because a double is 2 full slots essentially on the dimensions of a card. That means we only have 12 slots. Let's say full. We only have 12 slots left. Okay, so and let's just say these are going to be $350 a piece. $350 a piece. Whoa, $350. Okay, and these are tier 2. Okay, so I want these to be tier 2. So let's just make sure the math is right. 4 plus 12 is 6, and again, just think of this as this is double. So you double 2 is 4. That's 16. Okay, my math was right. So we're gonna go ahead, create this template. So all this is just a template. So the big boy template. Okay. Now we're gonna go new campaign. This is gonna be downtown push. I want this to go out the end of no, let me give myself more time. It's a big boy. It's a big boy. Let's say, I don't know. I just put Valentine's Day. We're gonna do downtown Redlands, and the template's gonna be big boy. We're gonna hit create. Bam. It created a campaign for us. Okay. So you're gonna see. Let's go back to dark mode. I love this, that I have to keep doing this. I just mainly want you guys to see that this exists over here. This campaign is probably a draft. So yeah, downtown push. You see us over here. It's a draft because I haven't made it. I'm on the phone. I haven't made it. Let's go inside, and you see got the little campaign progress. We have our numbers. We have this, which still working on the logic of this when it's on the phone. But as you add stuff, you'll see this will change this status. So yeah, we're gonna go through this. But like I said, you could fully manage this from your phone. But let's go back to the desktop area. We'll go back to light mode. So obviously this is very similar to this, except a couple of enhancements. So if I go to this, you'll see very similar, right? Same kind of look. But this one just had, this one, again, I was backed into a corner because of how I built this. And the bloat that when you go into like an actual a slot, there was too much stuff in here that code wise that was preventing me from really moving to the next level. I made everything modular with this new version. Okay, so I can build on top of it because now I know where we're going because of all the feedback I've been getting. Okay, so let's just go over this. So we have this campaign progress. So a lot of you guys who are using the software know about this, but this is where you are. You're on sell slots part of the project. Okay, once you sell all your slots, then you would start to configure the postcard. So this is essentially, designing it, organizing it, all the like admin work you need to do. I'm sure you're doing some of that as you sell slots, but this is like kind of like you're officially here. And then once you're there, you go ahead and click that. Now it's time to order the postcard, prepare for the post office, and then drop at the post office. So there might be some additional elements we can build into this. Like I said, this is modular, so this can be improved to even have a little bit more granular control. Down here, we have your financial overview. So we have like the total cost of the project, which is totally wrong. We're going to fix that. You have the max profit that you could possibly make. So what this is this essentially subtracts, you have your total revenue. This subtracts from the total revenue, this total cost, and then it's based on what you're charging, what these slot prices are. So if you start lowering your slot prices, your max profit goes down. This is important to know because you quickly could just see like, this is the maximum amount of money that I can make before you even sell anything. And you can start to work on your pricing. Total revenue is self-explanatory. Current revenue is the sales you're making. Current profit is we're negative 500 because we haven't brought any money in. Profit left to max. So this is kind of like letting you know like what's left to sell. Okay. Then we have our revenue. This is going to be better when I change the prices because this is really bad. We have our break even point and we can know how close we are to break even. Again, just visual. Let's go here and edit this really quick. So print costs, let's just say is like 2,500. Let's say, I can't remember exactly the EDDM right now. 5,000, let's say 5,000 homes. Not 500, 5,000. So this is live. I'm ready to go with this one. This is a live project. So I changed it to live, 2,500 for my print costs. And let's just say like there's some additional costs. I'm trying to think of additional costs. Let's just say design. Okay. So you're going to like have to pay out, like $250. Oh, let's say you buy my little pack, okay? $6, okay? $6 for my design pack. So it shows you where you're at. I'm gonna hit save, changes. Now the numbers change. So total cost for the project is this amount of money, 3,700, almost 3,800. This is their max profit. The max you can make with these numbers, with the expenses. So if you add all your expenses, this is what you can make. This is what you're looking at. If you don't like this number, the only way to change it is to change this stuff down here. Okay. The break even's over here. So you see the break even. So we have this big long tranche we have to go through in order to get to any money. Now, I will say this: break even is not necessarily bad. The reason I added, I'm refreshing the phone version so we can see what this looks like over on the phone version. Break even technically isn't bad. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you why it's not bad. So now it looks a lot better because we done spread out the status bar. Break even means that you keep the promise you made to the people you sold, and there's always another card in it. And break even means that you're allowed to send out a card. Okay, no one needs to know you to make any money. You might even be like $300, to break even, and you got to come out your own pocket, which would be unfortunate. And some of you guys might not have it. This is why I made the software free, by the way. But it's still good to know where you are and how close you are. Okay. Visually, I know it sounds crazy, but I imagine like how it used to feel, I'm 42 years old. So definitely used to drive before we had GPS. It's like, when are we there? Like how long is it going to take us? And you're just like, I think we're like, maybe like 3 hours away. Maybe like, I don't know. I know when you get to this point, you're roughly 3 hours away. Okay. But now with like maps, Google Maps, Apple Maps, GPS, it like tells you exactly how far you are from a place. And it just feels better. It feels like when you're driving, it feels manageable. You can do it. That's what this is. Okay. So this is like your GPS. And then you have some additional numbers down here that are kind of the same numbers as up. Some of them are the same as up here. I'm working on breaking this even down more, but this tells you your expenses. So this is where you are. This is how you get this red number. This is how you get this number right here, right? This negative number. And then this is how much to break even. This all changes. As you sell cards, this stuff changes. So let's start to go to the slots, not cards. And you see how I have 2 double and I have, 12 full, and it breaks it down like how many are sold, how many are used, and how many are available. And I'll break that down for you in a second. Also want to go back. Let's go back and look at on the front. The numbers are also have changed, and you see we have the card slots over here. So we're going to go back and forth between the phone. Yeah, this is the downtown push, and I'm on the configurings, which I'm really on the selling. So let's kind of go back. So let's remove that. Bam. I'm over here. I'm on the sell slots. Okay. So when we refresh, this should say, if I coded it right, this should say selling slots. Yeah. Okay. So let's mess around with the slots. Okay. So there's a number. It's really small. I might make it bigger, but it's meant to help you. But if I go into it, says 271, and let me double check something really quick. I might have to fix the math on that. That might be the first bug that I found, but don't worry. It's not a primary feature, but I think it's going to be very helpful. I might need to fix but I'm explaining to you what's supposed to happen, but it's a bug that I can fix. So if I go into this, it says recommended minimum 271. Okay. And this, recommended is 271. It shouldn't say 271. It should actually be a lower cost. I just have to check my formula. But what's supposed to happen, okay? And let me go to manage template and just see. Let me just do some investigation. Yeah, so what's supposed to happen is this number that's 2 should let it know that these don't have the same weight. I just need to work on that, and that'll be fixed before we launch. Or it might not be, because it's not really a big deal. But once it works, you guys are gonna love it. All right, so let's go back into this project. Okay, so this is how you know I'm building this myself. Okay, so the point of that number is to essentially say that in order for you to break even, you cannot sell it any less than 271. Okay. Now this is a premium slot, so this either is going to be higher and this is going to be lower, or number needs to be a total different higher number, and maybe 271 is right for these. So I just got to figure out the relationship to that tier system. But anyway, long story short is that's good visual information. Okay. So imagine that worked. That's good. It's like, hey, I could actually lower this price a little bit and still not sell this for, like, each slot has work to do. Like every slot you sell has the job of making sure that you're profitable or at least breaking even, rather than you needed to do the math. So we're going to fix that, and we're going to make it like where it's like you can really trust it. So I might have a thing where like when you click, it'll like break down the numbers for you, so you can actually see like how it got to that. It's going to be like an algorithm, basically. It's not an algorithm. It's just an equation. Okay. So anyway, so let's go into a slot. So I could change the price. I could say, you know what? I got to lower these to 400 because it's not, no one's buying these. So we go ahead. You see the numbers changed. Everything changed because I can no longer, I'm missing $100 that I possibly can make. Okay. So every slot can have a different price. No one needs to know what you're charging this restaurant and charging this guy or this lady over here. Everything is an individual thing that you get to see from here. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and sell it to this one contact that's in our CRM, and they are basically want to purchase it. So I'm going to hit sold. Now you see we realize some money. It is sold to who is sold, and the numbers are starting to change a little bit. We're just trying to move this up to get into this green area. That's how we make our money, is getting into the green. Okay. So it says 0 are fully configured. 1 needs work. Um, uh, 0 had missing contacts. And this is basically if I were to sell this, and I would make this better. It says missing contact because it's only counting the things that are sold. These, of course, had missing contacts because they're just empty slots in their inventory. So that's why it does that. So it's helping you understand like what you need to do. This is slot progress system. It's also modular, and I'm going to build on it. So it's really telling you, hey man, you need to collect the artwork from this person, and you need to do, you need to collect the payment. So we're gonna have another step where it's like almost like agreement, but it's like it hasn't officially been sold until you get the money. So those are some of the updates that we're gonna come down the pipe fairly soon. So let's talk about this, okay? So there is a section called "Don't Get Sued" that is from the old one that I actually liked the idea of it because it's just funny, right? Don't get sued. And I actually don't mean that you're going to get sued. I just mean that you don't want to just drop the ball with a client because you didn't, something's spelled wrong, something's not compliant, you have the wrong information on the card, and they might have sent it to you wrong. And then now it's just like, you could have provided a service to say, hey man, you know what? You sent me something. I just want to double check this artwork. Is this everything right on the artwork? So what this does is who provides the artwork? Okay, so you say, we design the artwork, which I think always should be the case. Client provides artwork. Okay, so if I change this, it changes the settings or it changes the toggles. If you're designing the artwork, then the toggles are whatever the default. And we're going to add more of these. So there's going to be a more of a comprehensive checklist so that you don't get sued, basically. Like you don't look stupid, okay? So did you send it to the client? Yes, I did. Did the client approve the design? Yes. Did you guys, proofread it again? Yes. Did you verify the compliance? For example, like any medical stuff and insurance and certain things. There's certain things you just can't say. There's certain things you can't have, right? This is, if you know type thing. Yes, we did. It's compliant. Bam, here's the link to the artwork. Here's any notes you need to add. I'm gonna hit save changes. Now you see this has a thumbs up on it. And a thumbs up lets you know that this is fully configured. Like you fully did this one, right? So then we have one fully configured. If I go and refresh this on the phone, you'll see we have one sold, and there's a little thumbs up on the outside. Let you know that one's done. You don't got to do it's done. You got it. Okay. So your goal is not only to sell the slots, but to fully configure them. Okay. Make sure that they are ready to go so that when you get up here to your actual configure the postcard and order your postcard is smooth, okay? So we're gonna add some things like did you receive money, things like that. So that's super easy to add. It's just I just want to make a really nice list, and it's all based off feedback I've been getting, by the way. So I'm gonna continue to go, but this is a perfect time to explain the triad thing, the triangle, okay? So I look at what I'm bringing to the community as a triangle. Okay, so we got this. Basically, think of a triangle. There's 3 points on a triangle, okay? So the top point, it doesn't really matter the point, but the top point, if you just visualize, the top point is education, training, knowledge, okay? I'm not the only one bringing this. There's a ton of great people in the EDDM 9x12 community that make YouTube videos. You guys know who they are. You're watching their videos. You should be listening to all of them, all of us. Not because we're God's gift to the community. You guys might know just as much as we know, but by listening to other people and seeing what other people are saying, you get new perspectives, you get new knowledge, you see things a different way because everyone is kind of bringing their own approach, right? I love the videos of the guys driving in the car talking about their experiences during EDDM, and all their realizations. I love it I think so. When I think about the top of the triangle, I think it's education, knowledge, experience, perspective, all this stuff that people are pouring into the community. I want to continue to pour that into the community. Obviously, I'm doing it my own way. So, my way is through my training module, obviously, the YouTube channel, but my training modules that are completely free. And I think that's the other part of it too, is that there's people that are taking advantage of this community by overcharging for things. And I think this the thing that's so beautiful about the whole EDDM 9x12 postcard thing is that the model is so simple. And I think that like teaching people to understand the model, you can't do anything with that because it's just so simple. I think the education comes from, it's like, who's coming in the house? The education comes from learning how to sell businesses to get on the slots. Okay, so top of the triangle is the training, education, experiences, knowledge, shared knowledge, all that stuff, right? The stuff that goes into the brain, and then we go out and try to do it. Okay, so that's one part of what I'm bringing to this community, and you could get that through my training and my YouTube video. And I am launching a podcast. More on that in a second. The podcast has a very specific purpose, okay? And there's a very specific time that I think most people are going to listen to the podcast, okay? It does something different from YouTube. I'll get into that in a minute. So we have training. The second part to me is managing, okay? So you want to make money with this model. You want to make money in your town. You want to make extra money. You might be a stay-at-home mom, or you might work part-time, or you might be a full-time worker. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your gender. It doesn't matter anything. You look at this model as a way to make additional income. This may not be your full-time fledged empire building thing. For some of you, it is. So because of that, time is of the essence, right? The more time you can have to focus on talking to customers or talking to potential clients, the better. Okay, so you have the knowledge and you're getting the education. Now let's give you some of your time back by giving you a way to manage your campaigns in a way that's visually fun. Okay, so spreadsheets, notes, all that stuff, get rid of all that. Okay, this is free. I made it free so you can manage this stuff. Okay, now there's a third piece, and this is where the Giant Maker comes in. The Giant Maker software, not this software, but really go high level. And for those of you who are confused about what I'm saying, I'm going to explain to you right now. Those who are in the community already know this. You've been getting emails from me, but we have white labeled Go High Level software. So Go High Level, I'm scared to click on this because, oh yeah, I can't click on that yet because I'm not done with whatever I was building. But this is basically, Go High Level is all-in-one marketing software. I'm actually going to we're going to come back to the demo. Let me just go back to, let me go to our website, the Giant Maker, which is my main company. Let's go to our products. Let's go to the Giant Maker operating system. So go to thegiantmaker.com, go to the Giant Maker operating system. This is us explaining the software. There's a demo. I do a demo of the software. It's actually an old demo, and this software does everything, okay? So it's funnel and website builder. So those of you need landing pages, websites, things like that. It's a CRM, pipeline management, social media scheduler, email, SMS marketing, automations and workflows, AI agents and chatbots, payments and invoicing. So how are you getting to get paid? You probably already are using something, but payments, invoicing, contracts, all that stuff, proposals, calendars and bookings, reputations and reviews, analytics and reporting. There's so much more other features. We talk about all the industries that can use it. And then we talk about how it is basically Go High Level. We're very transparent. This literally says transparency. It is a white label of Go High Level. And we even say, you can go with Go High Level. And you can go to them. We're not even trying, we're trying to give you the option, okay? And then we talk about all this other stuff. But the point I want to get to is that Go High Level, this, if I go back here, Go High Level, if we go down, It's 97 bucks a month for the software, which is well worth it. Okay. What I'm saying is that we don't charge that for this community. Okay. We charge something different. And it's not $97. Okay. So, how is this the third part of the triangle? Because once you still need to invoice, you still need to collect money, you still need to send out emails, you still need to have automations, you still need to have lead generation. You guys, a lot of you guys are doing it caveman style, and that's like a joke. There's nothing wrong with caveman style, but you're going out and pounding the pavement and you're delivering printouts to people, which is also not bad. But there is a way to create a system that allows you to nurture these people over a longer process by educating them, right? And having ways when they reach out to you, certain things happen. So with this management software that manages campaigns you're working on, you need leads. You need lead gen. You need to look legitimate, look professional. So there's like full-fledged, funnels that you're going to build and things like that, which I feel like is further down the road. So this is why the first two parts of the triangle are free. It's the software, this management software, which is ours. It's not Go High Level. This is what I'm building for this community. And then there's the training. And then the third part that I think will finalize it, and maybe that's the top of the triangle, is we offer the software for a special price for you guys. And that's going to be within here. So when you sign up, there's going to be in the shop, it's going to be a full breakdown of that. And you'll be able to access that software and get it at a different price than the rest of the world. And it is Go High Level. It's not a watered down version of Go High Level, but you're still in my community. That's what's beautiful, because I'm offering that. Like it's a great way to stay within the realm of what we're building. So that's kind of like how everything's working, and that's how we're going to move forward. So one of the things that we are going to offer with this is coming back to the software, to the EDDM Drop Pro, which was a part of my original idea, is that every one of these slots, there's a reason it has like a unique number. This is a carryover from my original idea from the beginning, because these have unique numbers. These have an ID. Okay. So this slot is something on your inventory. Okay. So every one of these slots will have a public landing page. It will have its unique URL. And you'll notice that it says localmarketgrowth.com. Okay. And this one says app.eddmdroppro. Another reason I changed the software is because I want, when you send out a link to these slots to potential customers, it doesn't say app.eddmdroppro. It literally just says localmarketgrowth.com. Generic. I made it generic on purpose so that it fits within what you're sending them. The URL doesn't seem like, oh, what's this weird URL? And if they go to the address, there's no landing page. This is why the landing page is a separate thing. It's eddmdroppro.com. So I'm going to keep this landing page for you guys. This is how you're going to be able to sign up or log in. Is going to get to the new URL, which is just sign up and log in. Like, there's no landing page to this. So I did this for you guys because I don't want to cause any confusion with business owners being like, what's this weird URL this person sent me? So it says it, localmarketgrowth.com. So what that's going to mean is that what you're going to be able to do is there's going to be different templates for these pages, and they're going to be very simple. So this is not going to be no crazy system. If you go back and look at that feature that I was going to release on the old software, where I had like these, and actually it might even be in here somewhere. If I go, I'm gonna try to find it. I might have got rid of these campaign reports. See, I said coming soon because I had to take it away because it was too ridiculous. Let's go. I might have it under the contacts. I or I might have gotten rid of it. Yeah, I got rid of it because it was. I'll describe it for you guys right now. The point of it was a page that basically sold 9x12, or not even 9x12, just the co-op postcard advertising. It broke down what it is, the benefits, all this stuff, and it was great. It talked about top of mind. It talked about a multi-front marketing war. Businesses need to be at the top of the mind of the potential local customers. That when they think about going to this or that, you show up because you've been actively in their face. Multi-front war is, yes, 9x12 is not the only way you should be marketing. Yes, you're doing Facebook ads, great. You're doing Google, you're doing YouTube, you're doing social media, great. You're doing billboards and bus stops and whatever else you're doing, great. Why are you stopping? It's not like a marriage. You just marry one person. Why are you just stopping at that? You're battling for the top of mind. You're not nothing. Every month there could be a new leader in a coffee shop. There could be a new desired coffee shop to go to. So you're not sitting on a throne of everyone knows who I am. In certain local markets, right? Certain other places are like maybe not like that, but in my city, Redlands, the coffee shops. Oh, we're going to no, that's not the coffee shop no more. You got to go to this new one that just launched, right? And they didn't just launch. They didn't just open. They just got a new cool social media campaign, right? My point is that this page was meant to do a lot of the educational elements for you. So when you say, hey, can I send you something? They're like, yeah. You send them an email and you link to this page and it gives them the details. So it gives them the details on the price, and it gives them and then you could configure the page to have certain elements on it. Some of the elements might be industry specific. Some of the elements you can add yourself. But the point was, it was just like a selling landing page, right? But even better than that, there was a message that said this page was sent to, and it'll have the number of contacts that you added to the page as potential people that want this. So this slot, say you have like, I want one roofer, I want one this, I want one that, and you plan it out and you start, this is your roofer slot, you would send this same slot to all the link to all the roofers. You would add them as a contact, as like a prospect, and it will let them know at the bottom, like, four of your competitors are also looking at this. Now, this is optional because some of you guys might say that's a little too much, but some of you know what that means, what that does. It's like, look, and the wording will be like professional, right? Not like you better pick this because but it reminds them that, oh, there is competition out there. There's competition out there. And I'm trying to tell you that it will do something, okay? So that's kind of the idea that we're continuing. So when I say websites and landing pages, this is not going to be a website builder, okay? That's not what this is for. This is to manage campaigns. But we will have things to help you manage campaigns, which to me includes selling and filling slots. So a lot of our tools that we're going to build into this are going to be tools to help you actually make the money, okay? So education, we have the Giant Maker / Go High Level, and we have this situation right here, okay? So let's get back in here and see if there's any other things we could talk about. I think we might be kind of done with the demo. Oh yeah, so let's go and let's just say we're going to give this one away, okay? We're just going to give this slot away either to ourselves or to a friend, or we just want to win over a customer, so we're just going to give it away for free. So we're going to hit used, and now what it does is it counts it as it's gone, but it doesn't count it as revenue or anything like that, okay? So you've just removed a slot from the inventory, but it still needs to be understood that it's there, and it's a different color. And then if we go back, you'll see you gave away a double slot, okay? Now, you could do all that from out here. So this full slot right here, I'm gonna go ahead and sell it for $350. Oh, there we go. It changed. The price changed because I gave away that slot. I got sidetracked, but see how it says, now I see what's happening. Now I see what's happening, and I know how to fix it. I'll explain to you guys. So see how it says 271, and then it says 271, which should not be the case. If I go out and I realize what it's doing, it's just pulling from two different places. This double slot says 125. Actually, I lied. I did it. I didn't figure out a fix. Wah, wah. Okay, anyway, forget all that. Basically, you can manage from out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell this, and hit sold. Bam! It adds it to the bottom of the inventory because it's sold, or I think it moved it. No, yeah, it moved it down here to the end. So put it at the end of the inventory, and now I don't even have to go in here. You know what? I sold another one today. I gave one away. I'm Santa Claus. Bam. So you can manage it from out here. You can go back in and say, okay, let me go configure those actually, and then configure them. That is one of the added features that we don't have on this over here. So that to me was just like something that I want. Again, visual. Now it may look crazy, okay, but you'll get used to seeing what you need to see, right? You'll see 36% as live. I'm selling slots, right? And then you'll see down here where it's like overdue. I'm actually going to have different timers to let you know that's going to be like kind of counting down. So to like, rather than saying, hey man, you're late, it's going to basically give you there's going to be certain milestones before that's going to say, you should be here by now. You should be here by now. You should be here by now, right? So it's like, man, I got a week left to sell these slots, or I'm going to have to push back the date. And then you can just push back the date. It is you're in control. But it's, again, just push back the date, but it's allowing you to visually kind of help you go through. So we might have like another status or up here where it's like I said, selling slots. It'll be like another thing down here that's like little milestones of like, okay, you should have sold this many slots by now. You should have sold this many slots. And all it is math. It's basically saying it should take you this long to do something. And if this is the date, then it's just going to create a new system for you that you just follow. Okay. Just follow it. So if you have a ton of campaigns going, like 3 campaigns at one time, it's literally going to help you just kind of focus, right? So yeah, that's kind of one of the features that we're bringing. And then the last thing I'll say is this whole overall number. We had a forecaster on this one. We had this option called planned. So these are like campaigns that you want to schedule, and then you would have like a start date and an end date. So you say, I want to start this one this time, and then I want to drop it this time. And what that did is it gave us the ability to kind of forecast and basically say, hey, you're like, it was meant for you to say, I want to do one every month. So I have a live one, but I'm going to create one for every month. And then it would basically show you a forecast, what you could see, like yearly revenue potential, this amount of money, average cost per year. So it'll take all your costs and say, this is how much it's going to cost you for all these campaigns and all these different things. That's why it's important to actually put all the expenses in. If you're really doing business, it's really revenue minus your cost is your profit, right? And it will show you what you would have to operate at in order to actually to make the money that you think you want to make, right? But this system, I think, should be separate from campaigns. It makes it messy. So we are going to build an actual kind of campaign or just yearly revenue goal forecasting system where you don't have to create complete campaigns just to get that number. You can simulate it with just some information, and then it'll just give you different scenarios, and you can look at the scenarios and be like, I like this one, and then so when you do the campaigns, just do that. So because some of you guys are using want to move to the community cards and some of the, so it's a way to kind of just like forecast and plan and get excited about how much money you can make and what you need to do. And I think those are the people that are successful. Well, let me get off of this because that's not the old, that's old software. So this system is just, this is the information about all the live campaigns you have right now. So total costs that you're gonna have to pay out is almost $8,000, right? So that means you got to collect invoices, okay? The max profit that you can make. So if all these campaigns are in 1 month, these on the aggregate are gonna allow you to get $8,000. You need to you only got 12. You only got 12 filled, okay? Revenue is just a number that makes you feel good. Current revenue lets you know how far you are away from where you're trying to go, and then current profit, which is you're in the hole currently. We're gonna add more features to these. So if I hover over this, I want it to tell me like when these costs are kind of due. And what I mean by that is it's gonna help you see when you need to make sure you have invoices collected. So for example, if I'm dropping on this date, that means I need the drop money, right? I need the money to pay the post office. That means that if it's not coming to my pocket, it has to be from invoices from my customers, clients paying for their advertising, right? So it's gonna have the dates that you actually need money collected. If we go in here, we already have a system for that. I'm on the selling slots. Well, order postcard, you will be able to say, when do you want to order the postcard? Like postcards. Like when do you want to put the order in? You're going to put a date in here. It's going to be under this print cost. You're going to put the date. And guess what? The system now knows that you should be ordering postcards on this date. So it's going to know that you need to collect money before this date. So that's why I said I had to build this in a modular way that I can come back and add these features very fast because you guys want features fast. And I didn't do it with this. This is a Frankenstein. This is Frankenstein. This is the most inefficient code. Sometimes like the page will refresh. I would go back and come back. I didn't realize what I was doing, and now I know what I'm doing. Okay, so this is the new hotness. Okay, this is the new hotness. It is 100% free. Anytime I make a YouTube video, I'm gonna tell you to go sign up for the software, and I think I'm gonna use something different than that because I'm putting everything in here. I'm putting my whole empire for this 9x12 world in here, so that whether it's like, you know what, I don't want to use the software, I just want to use it for the training, or I just want to buy your templates, or the other stuff that I'm gonna be releasing in here. You just might want to sign up for Go High Level through here and get that special price. And that's the only reason you sign up. That's why I made it free. That's why I made it simple to sign up. You just create an account. It instantly drops you right here. As soon as you create an account, you're in here. So that is so my call to action for everything is sign up for the software. Do you want this free resource that I'm talking about in this video? Sign up for the software. It's in a training. Do you want this new thing over here? Sign up for the software. It's in a training. You want to join my newsletter? Because I'm going to send out emails to you every week, helping you guys and showing you guys and pointing new things to you guys and launching new things and giving you special things. Sign up for my software. It's literally sign up for the software. And there's no credit card to put in. There's no address. You don't got to put a phone number in. All you need is a name, email, and a password so you can log back in. And then it's on your phone, so you can access it from anywhere. So let's go back to this roadmap and let's talk through the roadmap. So Reddit style forum, I definitely am adding this because I realize why I need to add this. I think that the Reddit style forum is actually, my idea for it is to be more public than private. but I think that for the sake of the community, I need to keep it private. And what I mean by that is like Reddit's kind of a public thing. Like you can like see the conversations. And I still think I might do that. And I think the way I'll do it is that when it's public, everybody's name is anonymized. So everyone's profile picture is like a blank thing, and it's like an anonymized name. And then you can see the conversations. Um, and just like Reddit, you can only see, you can't really do too much. But I'm gonna tell you why this is important. Um, I think we need to shed the light on 9x12, but we also need to show the hardships and the wins and the losses and everything you need to know. And I think that the community is in the infancy right now, and I think that this might help it. Okay, so that's kind of like my like crazy thought about it. But at the bare minimum, when you're logged in the community, then it's like you can see who's who. And the reason I think that's important is because I think that like the community does feel scattered. There's a lot of people building communities, and this is not like sign up for this community and it's like you're gonna like get anything special. That's not what this is. And because there's already enough of those out there. A lot of people are starting 9x12 communities. This is you guys just sharing information with each other. This is, hey, how do I do this with the software? Oh, this is how I do it. Oh, what about this thing? This is just people helping people. It's just that simple. People helping people. We'll probably, it's going to be self-managed, okay? Self-managed. If anybody's acting crazy, there'll be a block feature. If somebody gets blocked enough times, they're just going to get booted from the community. It's going to be like that. It's not going to be like this thing where I'm in there every day and I'm like doing challenges. We're not doing none of that. It's just share good information, share your wins, share your losses, help other people, ask questions, that type of thing. So it's going to be like the go-to like Quora for this. I'm trying to make it the go-to Quora. So you sign up, there's going to be another tab in here in this modular system we're building that says forum. And it's going to be like an old school forum. And that's it. And it's just go, you already got an account, go in there, post, whatever. We'll figure that out. That is coming that's coming in January. Check. Coming this quarter. This is like an old quarter, but it's coming this quarter. Light and dark mode already did that. Community marketplace is going to be a part of the forum. There's going to be another section in there where there's a community marketplace. So these are all the tools you're creating, all the resources you're creating, all the training, all the communities you're creating, templates you're creating, so that because I already have the community in there in the community forum, why not add the community? So some of you guys, I know some of you guys have your own templates. Some of you guys have your own trainings. You have your own community. You have your own things that you share. I don't want to keep that a secret. I don't want to gatekeep it. So that will be posted in the community marketplace, which is now being absorbed into this Reddit style forum. And just think about it as its own world. Just like if I go to campaigns, and campaigns is its own section, it's going to be the community section. And it's going to be like, a lot of you guys might spend a lot of time just in the community section, right? So that's coming for those two. So the top three covered. Sales and marketing playbook. This is the training, okay? So this is the training. And curated resource hub. So free resources for on the internet. This is going into the community. This is the community marketplace. So some of the stuff could be free. Some of the stuff could be paid. We're combining those. Sales and marketing playbook is the training where it's going to be just a bunch of training and a bunch of stuff. Okay. The shop is a new thing where I realized like, hey, if I can make a couple of dollars from doing all this stuff, I would like to. Like these things do take time. I think I'm going to focus on the shop. It's probably going to be mainly templates right now because from all the emails I got, templates are the missing piece because I can sell. I got a website. I can sell. I can do this. I can do that. But then I need to actually take a postcard to the post office. And I got to hire a designer to eat up all my profit that I barely made. Or I can just have a system where I have all these templates and I send really nice templates or ads to the client to approve. Here's my last. I'm gonna do a separate video on this, but I'm just gonna say it in this video because I already got your attention. 100%, you need, if you want successful postcards and you want business owners to get quality leads from the postcards, you 100% have to be in control of the ad, because the ads need certain things on them. Yes, they might want just awareness, but realize awareness is unquantifiable. You can't quantify, you can't track. There's no statistics or metrics to awareness. Okay, so if they want to be, if they're like, well, how do I know this is going to work? And they're like, well, just put this ad on there. It's like those are two different parts of the brain that they don't understand are contradicting each other. It's a cognitive dissonance. Listen, we're going to design an ad that is meant to work, get attention, and let us design the ad for you. We're going to use your colors, use your logo. This is a different type of thing. Okay, it's just like when a business goes. You ever seen like a business that you know about, like they have a brand and they go inside of a shopping center, and then you're like, why is your logo green? Or all the logos are green. It's like, well, in order to come into our shopping center, you got to go with our theme, and this is our theme. So now the company has to like make a new sign that fits in with the other signs, right? That's kind of what I'm saying, but it can still be their colors, their logo, their look. But if you think about what it is, it's a little ad. There's only so much you can do. So don't be afraid to say, hey, we're going to swap this person's photo out. It's going to be your photo, okay? We're going to change this to be whatever it is. We're going to change the colors. We're going to change the services. But this is essentially what the makeup of an ad is. Okay, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. So I'm just gonna make a bunch of these for you guys, so that you guys have so many options to choose from. Okay, so let me wrap this up. So we're back over here to the software. Go sign up. It's free. Tell me if there's any bugs. Send me some emails. I am going to basically stop people from signing up to this. So I'm shutting down this from being able to sign up. You will be able to log in. Okay? There's no special way to transfer information over. I apologize for that. I did not know the success of this thing. So I stepped into something that I did not know. Now I know. So this new sign up button, this new login button, the video I'm making right now is going to go right here. I'm probably not going to change any of this stuff right this second, only because it's just me for this part, right? It's only this launch part until the Giant Maker team can come on board. This is literally, it's just me for right now. Okay, so yeah, go sign up. QR code should have been popping up the whole video. Link in the description if you're on a computer. It's up to you. Go sign up. Tell me if you have any issues. Oh, the most important thing, and I know I already going to put this up on throughout the whole video, but I'm gonna say it, and I know no one got to the end because this video is already an hour and a half. As soon as you sign up, I send you an email. Okay, you're going to get an automatic email. As soon as you sign up, you're going to get an automatic email. Please, 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 please go check your email right away. It might go to spam. It might go into your promotions folder. But if I'm trying to reach out to you, tell you about upgrades or things you need to do, which added new things, here's what to look out for. You won't get my email because you never checked it because it was in spam the whole time. If you do your password reset, it's going to go to your spam folder. And then you're going to see all these emails from me that you could have been taking advantage of, a lot of different things that we're doing. So just please go check your email. As soon as you sign up, the email is going to come to say it's not spam, and then you're good. And then I'm going to do my best not to send out wasteful emails to you guys. Okay? All right. Peace.